What's good, y'all? Season opener of the NBA is here. You know, I had to at least talk about it a little bit. I had to say something. I had to do something. I had technical difficulties with coming on, trying to find a cord for my microphone. Um, we had the season opener with the Knicks getting a beat down by the Boston Celtics. And then you got the Lakers playing against Minnesota. Two teams in the Western Conference. One of those teams is a playoff contender. You could reduce them down from title contender to just a playoff contender now. They're just a team good enough to make the playoffs, and that's the Lakers, right? The Lakers are no longer quote unquote title contenders. I think their last year for competing for a title was probably last year, right? Then you had the Minnesota Timberwolves, who were title contenders last year. Now they become a team that's good for the regular season that's trying to make the playoffs. What you're going to see from Minnesota all year long is Anthony Edwards playing by himself. These supporting cast is not enough to help him win because he don't have a legit second option. He don't have a legit third option. Now, Julius Randle could have been a good third option if Karl Anthony Towns was still there. But Karl Anthony Towns is not there anymore. So it's going to be a lot of shots. He could be stingy and have the green light with shooting the ball as much as he wants because there's nobody that's going to question him anymore because he's playing with arguably nobody and no help. He got no help to help him be a title contender again. They're not going to the Western Conference Finals. If you think that, you're on crack. Okay? It's going to take multiple injuries from multiple teams for this team to even get out the first round if they're lucky enough to even make the playoffs. So all you little bit of Minnesota T-Wolves fans, take a good look at tonight's game because that's what you're going to get all year long. Losses after losses. Okay? Hold on for a sec. That's what you're going to get. Losses after losses, L's after L's. And you're going to have to deal with that. Now, it's kind of hard to say the Lakers aren't title contenders when they got two all-stars on a team, one superstar, one all-star, right? And they got good surrounding pieces. On paper, they're technically a title contender, right? Only time will prevail if they're going to keep that reputation and still be a title contender by the end of the year. Now, you see Anthony Edwards is playing by himself. He's cooking. He's trying to score. They're not down by much. There's plenty of minutes in this game to win. But he's going to have to play like this all season long. They're going to depend on him offensively a lot. And he just ain't. He don't have. If the Lakers play this team, Minnesota, in the best of 7 in the playoffs, you think Minnesota could beat the Lakers in the best of 7 with Anthony Edwards against AD and LeBron James? He don't got enough help to even beat those boys by himself. Now, see, he taking shot after shot because he has no other main scoring option. It's going to be a bad season for the T-Wolves. They're barely going to win games because every other team in the West got better. And keep in mind, Memphis is coming. Sacramento upgraded with DeMar DeRozan. Only was a couple seasons ago when they were damn near overachieving and winning games. Now they're going to be back to that point again. If health comes in. Salute, G Money. NBA season opener, baby. Our Knicks got a beatdown. I know it don't look too good for our first game of the regular season. And that's the team that we're supposed to try to give trouble to. Okay? That's the main team that's standing in everybody's way is the Boston Celtics. You want to win the East, you got to get through the Boston Celtics. They're the defending champs. You have to beat Boston to get out the East, you know? Yeah, but I don't do that. We could sit here and talk about shoulda, woulda, coulda, might. Man, fuck all of that. You make a pick and you stand on your pick. That's what sports is all about. If you're going to keep changing your pick and keep saying, I don't know, maybe, then what's the point of even talking about sports? You make a claim and you stick with it. Now, could they make me eat crow? Maybe. But I doubt it. Because I know a lot of teams in the Western Conference definitely on paper so far, that's all we could see, is better than Minnesota. Outside of, is Minnesota even better than, they may be par to par with Golden State out of all teams in the West. That's about it. They're better than Utah. They're better than Portland. And they're right there tied with the Warriors. But the Lakers team they'd give this team a beat down in the playoffs. Anthony Edwards ain't beating no LeBron James and AD by himself. Nah. I don't think so. I pick the Lakers over the Wolves any given day. Wolves ain't beating no Lakers in the 7-game series. Wolves ain't going to even most likely make the playoffs. The Lakers probably will still be a playing team. They will still probably get there. You know, the Wolves are going to have a lot of trouble. They're going to have a lot of trouble. It's going to be the Anthony Edwards show, and he can't do it by himself. Nobody wins by himself. Ask LeBron James 7 years in Cleveland. Ask Michael Jordan in the 80s on the Bulls. Ask Kobe Bryant before Paul Gasol got there. You're going to need your second running mate. And Julius Randle ain't it. He's not a second option. He's barely a third option. It is what it is. You're not going to win. You're not going to go heavy with no Julius Randle on your squad. They shot themselves in the foot. I won't be surprised if he asked for a trade or somebody just leaves. I don't even know if they're going to keep Julius Randle for the whole entire year. Minnesota ain't better than Dallas. Minnesota ain't even better than Denver right now. Minnesota's not beating Denver no more. That's over with. They ain't beating Denver. What it do, Z? Right now, Denver's a better team than Minnesota. Remember, Minnesota had to have a miracle defensively to even beat Denver. They had to make that big comeback. With that squad, hell to the no. Minnesota going to have a lot of games where they're going to rely on Ant-Man. And he's proven in the playoffs that he don't always come through. He need people bailing him out. How many times have Ant-Man said, hey, I wouldn't won the game if it wasn't for such and such? It is what it is. The Lakers better than the T-Wolves. T-Wolves may not even be better than the Clippers with a healthy Kawhi Leonard, James Harden, and the rest of that Clippers squad may be a better team than the T-Wolves. And how ironic that they both had that intro commercial together. But they're making a lot of predictions for the NBA. These media people in the NBA said the Lakers won't make the postseason this year. They think Anthony Edwards is going to be MVP. They think Luka is going to lead the league in points and assists. They also said Colin Sexton is going to have a playoff moment. I don't know what that means. Does that mean he's just going to go off in the playoffs? You know, well, whatever that's supposed to mean, you know. But we could put a wager on it. No money, of course. I will come on here live and say I'm wrong if the T-Wolves make the postseason. I'm saying it now. Right now, you're going to have the receipts. You have the proof. The Minnesota T-Wolves will not make the playoffs. And if they do, they're going to be an 8th seed, okay? If they get lucky enough to get in there, they're going to be an 8th seed in the play-in, you know. Don't sleep on the Clippers. Clippers, Lakers, Kings, Memphis, Denver. Who else you got? OKC, Dallas. That's 7 right there. Who else am I missing? What other team am I missing? Yeah, Bronny James is just there for show. The Lakers' whole season is a shit show. You see how they sitting there clapping for Bronny James to get into the game? What are we doing? Is the Lakers' whole season is just going to be, oh, let's see LeBron play with his son? Who cares? Can we compete and play the games? I don't give a fuck about LeBron playing with his son. That is not my son playing out there. I don't care. I'm a consumer. It's not here. I'm not here to give LeBron James emotional support. I'm not your wife. I just want to see basketball. And I want to see competitive basketball. I don't want to see a circus shit show. What other team? I just named 7 teams that I think is better than Minnesota. But who else am I missing? I know I'm missing somebody. Somebody I just didn't mention. It's a lot of good teams in the West. A lot of good teams in the West. Warriors may be a playing team. You know, Steph Curry ain't going to go down. Steph Curry ain't going to go down without a fight. Steph Curry going to try to will his team to the postseason. Don't be surprised if Golden State Warriors try to make a trade with guys like Jimmy Butler and Brandon Ingram up for grabs because of this new CBA. They're going to move at some point in the season. The Warriors will love Jimmy Butler. If the Warriors get Jimmy Butler and they manage to keep Draymond Green some way, and you get Jimmy Butler, that's a fine, good replacement over Klay Thompson. That's a real good replacement. He may not be a splash brother, but what he does bring is defense and scoring and leadership, toughness. He bring all of that. And I also heard Miami may want to make a play for Dame Dollar because it's not working out in Milwaukee. So Dame Dollar may end up still going to Miami because Miami will pay for Dame, but they ain't going to be paying Jimmy Butler no more. Now, how sad would that be if Jimmy Butler get traded to the Golden State Warriors while the Miami Heat gets Dame Dollar? I think the Miami Heat is a perfect team for Dame Dollar because he could be the number one guy on there. He could be the number one guy on there. Oh, we got a long season to go. But that still don't mean we can't make predictions. I think Minnesota ain't going nowhere this season. Minnesota ain't better than the Lakers. And it ain't just from this game, but in a 7-game series, Minnesota ain't beating no Lakers. Look, Anthony Edwards can't beat them boys by himself. No guy can win by himself. He don't have enough help. He don't have enough talent to beat some of these teams in the Western Conference that got 2 all-stars and a bunch of good supporting cast. He don't get it no more. You could talk about how good of a role players he got, but those guys ain't good. Those guys ain't good enough to get you over the hump. He don't have a legit secondary option. Look at all these possessions. Is Ant-Man holding on to the ball? He's going to do a lot of that this season. He may mess around and have 40-point games. That's all he could do because he got no help. Nobody's going to come to save him in terms of being a secondary option. He's going to have nights with some of those guys shine, but that's about it. He got 26 points. He's going to have to average about 30 points a game. Probably like 36. He's going to have to go James Harden mode. And he's not even hit his prime yet. So how he may do that, good luck with that. He don't even got an offensive game equipped to do 30 points a night because he ain't even there yet. Oh, the Pelicans, I just forgot it, but that's a good one, Z. Thank you, Z. The Pelicans. So that's 8 teams that's already better than Minnesota. Assuming that you don't trade Brandon Ingram with Zion Williamson is scary. And CJ McCollum, those boys are scary. All they got to do is stay on the court and be healthy. You all know what Zion Williamson does when he's healthy. Only thing standing in their way is healthy. They could be that new it team. Somebody told me in my comment section that they think the OKC is going to the NBA Finals. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is this year's MVP. So, Lakers, Clippers, Shit, you could even Dallas, Denver, OKC, um, Memphis, uh, Sacramento, uh, OKC, New Orleans. That's 9 already. What are we talking about with Minnesota? They went from being a title contender to now they're just going to team that barely make the playoffs. They may not even get there. Now, my New York Knicks is going to have a good season. They lost tonight, but the Knicks going to have a good season. They're going to be probably like finished with the third best record in the Eastern Conference. But question is, can they get past that fucking monster that is Boston? Some people think Boston could be that team, that two-peat. But y'all always say that about every team that win a championship, y'all say they're going two-peat. That's because they won one championship. What are we even doing? Every time a team win a championship, oh, they're going to win next year. You said the same thing about Denver. How'd that turn out? People said the same thing about Milwaukee. How'd that turn out? Every time a team win the championship, you said they're going to repeat, but the other teams just got better. And the team that won the championship, it usually goes down. Now, Boston did keep their pieces, but it's not, Boston is not that dominant of a basketball team to keep going to the NBA Finals. They literally got beat by every team in the Eastern Conference, including Miami Heat, more than once. Okay? All those teams in the East beat each other, all the elite teams. Boston didn't dominate the Eastern Conference. They got beat just as much as all them other teams did. You know. Well, G-Money, you're going to be wrong a lot when it comes to the T-Wolves. G-Money, as a friend, I love you, brother. Do not put stock into the Minnesota T-Wolves. They're not going nowhere. That team ain't going nowhere, G-Money. Do not get fooled by it. Oh, is this Minnesota team even better than Phoenix now? Are they even better than Phoenix now? I don't even think they could get past Phoenix no more. Yeah, I know. I talked about that earlier, that Jimmy Butler is looking to get Jimmy Butler on the Warriors. If Jimmy Butler go to the Warriors will automatically be better than the T-Wolves. That's another team. Because right now, the Warriors and T-Wolves are equal. They equal. The Warriors and T-Wolves are equal. But Jimmy Butler puts the T-Wolves down. Ant-Man, that is true. Ant-Man about to be the 80s Jordan. He about to drop buckets. But I don't think Ant-Man capable of doing that yet, though. Octavius, I don't think his skill set there yet. He can't average no 36 a night. He can't average no 35 a night. I don't think he got it. Remember, he's only a baby. He didn't even hit his prime yet. He said Ant-Man about to be post Shaq Kobe. Minus Shaq and the Kobe. He gonna be on an island left by himself. These guys could play. His team could play some good defense, but like my man G Money would say, G Money, this one goes out to you. G Money always tell you, hey, you need some offense too, right? Especially in 2024. T-Wolves ain't got enough offense, brother. That's where they lacking. They do not have a legit second option. Where is your Scottie Pippen? Where is your Paul Gasol? Where is it? Where is your people? Where's your AD? Where's your Dame Dollar? You just like Steph Curry. You got no other options. But hell, at least Steph Curry got Andrew Wiggins. But Steph Curry ain't got no legit second option either. That's why I say they both equal. Only teams in the West that Minnesota better than is Portland and the Jazz. Then ain't that rookie to pan out? Good luck with that. Rookies ain't gonna be having no breakthrough season to cause no effect to winning. Yeah, Randall ain't it. Randall's not no second option. You can't have no Julius Randle as your second option. He barely a third option. He's only a third option if two of your best players are the shit. Shit, Zion Williamson got CJ McCollum and Brandon Ingram. Anthony Edwards ain't got no damn Brandon Ingram or fucking Zion. I don't know. That dude always hurt. But this Lakers season gonna be a shit show too, because all they're gonna talk about is Bronny James and LeBron playing with each other. You know, I hope for the sake of sports, this may sound a little harsh. Please send this boy to the D League. Get him off this Laker team because I don't want to hear this shit show of a circus all season long. Father-son duo, but they lost by 50. Come on, man. Come on. He wish. He ain't even half Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman is one of the best defensive players and rebounders of all time. What are you talking about? When it comes to playing defense and rebounding, Dennis Rodman was a beast. He's one of the best to ever do it. Y'all better put some respect on Dennis Rodman's name. Even though he was a role player, he's still one of the best rebounders of all time. You know. But what are we even talking about? Oh, wow. That's crazy. Man, he's not even half Lamar Odom. Lamar Odom is better than him. Lamar Odom was the man. The Clippers going to be all right. If Kawhi stays healthy, the Clippers could hang in there to win games, to be a playing team, and probably be an eighth seed. But Kawhi got to stay healthy, and from the looks of it, I don't see it. And you saw in my video, I think the Clippers going to trade Kawhi. But who's going to take a guy that sits on the bench all season long? Who's stupid enough to take Kawhi Leonard? Because if you take Kawhi Leonard, you're going to have a broken basketball player. That robot is broken. That Terminator is broken. You're going to put the on button on Kawhi. It's going to say, need batteries. Please charge. Oh, the Spurs. Is the Spurs better than the T-Wolves? Nah, not quite yet. Not quite yet. But the Spurs is going in a better path than the fucking T-Wolves is. If the Spurs get one more player, though, one more second legit player, watch out for them. They got a game changer. They got a guy that could be this generation's Kareem. All right? They calling Victor Wembanyama this generation's Kareem. So if he pans out to anything close to that, with the help of a veteran playmaker like Chris Paul, and then you have a legit secondary option, they're going to be a problem. They're going to be a problem. Oh, you're talking about the Spurs bringing Kawhi back. That wouldn't be bad. Actually, that wouldn't be bad. But Kawhi don't play. Kawhi Leonard don't play. That's the biggest problem. He's not on the court to play. Yeah, those are good, solid players, but you know, those two players on the Spurs, they're okay. They're role players. They never came into their shell yet. You know. Yeah, Spurs got a long way to go, man. They're just babies. You know, it's funny. You know, it's funny. The average NBA fan can't name 5 players on the Spurs. Hold on. Who is it? Hold on for a minute, y'all. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, buddy. All right. Got a little package in the mail. Heard my doorbell ring. Ding dong. Philly's gonna be solid. Philly's gonna be a solid team, you know. But yeah, G Money's sold on the 76ers. And I got no problem with him being sold on the 76ers. Man, they got a triple threat with Maxi, C, PG Dirt Team, and Amb. That's a problem. With that supporting cast, that's definitely a problem. Yeah, Tay. Your Dodgers beat my Mets. You know, we had a hell of a year though. We was a bunch of nobodies. We had a hell of a year. You know, y'all still got to beat one more New York team. You got to beat the Lakers of New York, which is the Yankees. So good luck to you on that though, man. You beat my Mets, made the best team win. You know, yes, Mets exceeded expectations. I'm proud of them. I'm proud of them. They fought hard, you know, but the Dodgers, man, they got arguably one of the best baseball players of all time. What you gonna do? Hello? Hold on. Somebody keep ringing my doorbell. The fuck, man? Niggas keep ringing my doorbell for, man. All right. What's up with them Knicks? We're gonna have a good season. Don't worry about them Knicks. We're gonna have a good season. This may be the last year for inside the NBA too. Y'all know that the contracts is almost up, right? So inside the NBA may be gone. Be prepared for that. We may be losing inside the NBA. It's going to happen. This may be the last year of these guys. So if you enjoy inside the NBA, you growed up on inside the NBA. There's generations that growed up on inside the NBA. You know, Sir Charles, Kenny Smith, you know, Ernie. That's the original crew. Then you had add Shaq in there. Shaq is cool, but Shaq was never really like the main core of inside the NBA, you know. But he definitely brings something new to this new generation. Yes, losing inside the NBA will be heartbreaking. It's one of the best coverage or entertainment shows for basketball of all time. Don't don't disrespect inside the NBA. It's always been a great show that entertained us throughout the years. It's funny. I mean, it was great. You know. Wait, what is the NBA so stupid for? Yeah, but be prepared because most likely, you know, Sir Charles is going to go somewhere else. He got job offers, I think, from like ESPN. Hello? Hold on for a minute. Yeah, man, you need inside the NBA to stay on. I mean, feed more generations. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good now. So for some reason, sound like my doorbell kept ringing, but I guess it's my phone. I keep opening the door, nobody's there. So Somebody was there once to drop off a delivery, and that was it. So whatever, you know. So, but yeah, I'm good. Welcome back, NBA. NBA season is back. You know. Oh, Taysom. He says that the Celtics is going to two-peat. Don't be so sure. Don't be so sure about that, though. Don't have that curse, because you guys, every time a team win the championship, you say they're going to two-peat. Oh, okay, what's wrong with you? All right, yeah, give you some water or something. All right, but yeah, I know you're a Celtics fan, but hey, don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. They may not win. The Celtics do. The Celtics are an up and down basketball team, and they far from dominant. You know, sometimes you just lose their shit. Sometimes you just get outplayed. You know, this is how teams like Miami and Milwaukee and all these other teams beat them. Yeah, and that's crazy. That's crazy. But hey, all we could do right now is enjoy inside the NBA. Hopefully it continues, you know. But it'll be a sad day to see that leave TNT, you know. And it's not about rather they know about basketball a lot. They brought entertainment to people. They put smiles on people's face. They was there for the holidays. All right. They were must-see TV. Yeah. He said Brown and Tatum get constant. I won't say they get constant disrespect. I think their gameplay makes them constant disrespect a little bit, or people sleep on them sometimes. It's just because that they're up and down. Jason Tatum is an up and down basketball player. He plays good for a stretch, then he just disappears a little bit, becomes a non-factor. Jason Tatum, uh, oh my God, well, Brown, he does the same thing too. You know, yeah, that's a shame. I mean, a lot of these companies, all they think is just looking at the dollar sign. They're not looking at the fact that in a by taking something away, you're hurting a fan base and you're hurting your pockets because you're trying to entertain another group of people that may not be into you. You know? Yeah. And at times it was definitely educational. They touch you about social awareness, injustice, you know, race relations. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that took place doing inside the NBA that was good, without a doubt, you know. But y'all beat the brakes off my Knicks today, man. Y'all beat the brakes off my Knicks. But congratulations to the New York Liberty. Come on. Let's give it up. Let's give it up. New York Liberty. WNBA champs. You know your boy Prince Sports watch all sports. The name sports speaks for itself. I'm involved in all of them. You know, but damn, thank you New York Liberty for bringing the title to New York City. You know, I know. Okay, yo, you was on that Caitlin Clark wave, man. Caitlin Clark did so much wonders for the WNBA. She's a blessing for the WNBA. New York is having a great year in sports. We're competing for championships. That's all you can ask. That's all you can ask for in sports. You know, Mets, Yankees, Knicks, Liberty. Only sport we're lacking in right now is football. But I don't give a fuck about the New York teams in football because I'm an Eagles fan. Speaking of football, Lamar Jackson is a fucking beast. Don't take what Lamar Jackson is doing this season for granted. The guy's playing out of his mind. Great basketball, great football. You hate both teams in the World Series. Taysom, I may have to join you on that bandwagon a little bit. I don't like the Yankees. Never did. Always been a Mets fan. You know, Dodgers never liked. You know, anything out of the Bronx is competition for me. I'm from Queens. We don't even rock with people from the Bronx too much. You know, that's foreign territory. We battle people in the Bronx for hip hop. We battle in basketball. We battle in everything. Yeah, I mean, Bron is going to be Bron. You know, LeBron looks spry today. Shout out to LeBron James. You know, shout out to the whole NBA. Yeah, it's Lamar's trophy to win. It's his MVP trophy to lose. But you the one who said SGA is going to be MVP of the NBA regular season. You think he gets revenge this time? Yeah, I mean that dunk LeBron did off the screen. It looked like he was going to rip that hoop off. You know, it's like the Credible Hulk attacking the basket. SJ wins MVP this year. Okay, that means the NBA is going to reward him because he didn't. A lot of people thought he won last year. Now, if he wins this year, a lot of people are going to say SJ, Shea Gildas Alexander didn't deserve to win this year. They just gave it to him because they felt sorry for him last year. You know, that happens a lot. They gave Kobe MVP, but people said Kobe should have won it in 2007. So here, you could take it in 2008. When James Harden was, people thought James Harden was MVP. They gave it to him the next year, right? So they do that a lot. AD did look great this year. I mean, not this game. T-Wolves are soft in the middle. They ain't got no offense. And Rudy Gobert going to be getting cooked. He the only defensive player that stay getting cooked. Y'all give this man Defensive Player of the Year award multiple times, only for him to get cooked when it matters most. He may be the most overrated Defensive Player of the Year ever. Y'all keep giving that bum that award. Well, I mean, everybody got robbed a lot of times. I mean, you can make a case a lot of people got robbed for MVPs, you know, but you can't keep giving it to the same guy every year for performing the same way every year. You know, the Kobe's, the Jordans would have won like every year. You know, no, Jordan got 10 scoring titles. You're gonna say, hey, he should have been MVP 10 times, along with those scoring titles. You know, but yeah, everybody got quote unquote robbed for MVPs a couple times. All the superstars, at least. You know. But don't give the Joker no more MVPs. You can't keep giving the Joker MVP for doing the same thing every year. Turn the page already. Can we have a new chapter in his game before you give him an MVP award again? Yeah, he is a bum. I agree with Chad. He don't deserve all those Defensive Player of the Year awards when he get dunked on, he get cooked on every minute. Rudy Gobert ain't no damn dominant defensive player. Yup, Nash stole two. Steve Nash took those two MVPs and ran with them. You know. But to his fairness, he did make that team popping. That Phoenix Suns had some of the best offense in league history. Off the fast break, too. If anything, he deserved at least one. Two is probably a little too much. But Steve Nash did deserve one, not two. One. My problem is you keep giving it to people like, too much. The Joker shouldn't be getting MVP no more for doing the same thing that he does every year. If the Joker plays the same way this year, same results with that team again this year, he don't deserve MVP unless he's doing something that's never been seen before, right? Yeah, they figure out because a guy is big and he protects the rim, let's make him Defensive Player of the Year award. But he don't really pay a lick of defense. He get taken off the dribble. I think sometimes wing defenders, perimeter defenders are more crucial. They do more work. They got to do all the work. They got to steal the ball, get all up in your guts, make sure you miss shots, you know. No, that'd be that. Well, that's from last year, though, Taysom. Those are last year's competitors. This year is going to be a whole different MVP candidates. Anthony Edwards is going to be an MVP candidate. His team just ain't going to have enough wins. He ain't going to win, but he's going to be in that discussion because people are going to say, look what he doing, man. Look how many points he got. He going to have 50-point games, maybe a 60-point game. And that's going to make people have the spur of the moment and say, hey, he deserves MVP. Devin Booker, I don't know. Because Devin Booker's not the best player on this team, so I don't think he's going to be MVP candidate. I say Ant-Man, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Embiid. That's 3 already. Well, probably that's the main 3. Yeah, the Booker ain't going to win no MVP. He's not even the best player on his team. Luka. Oh, yes. I forgot. Luka. Luka's going to be an MVP candidate. He may be one. He's going to have a dominant regular season when he could prove that he a superstar. And his team better be a 1 through 3 seed. Not no fucking 6 seed, 7 seed, or 8 seed. Luka better be a elite this regular season, dominate and win games. He will be MVP. So Luka, SGA, Anthony Edwards, Joel Embiid is my top 4. And Victor Wembanyama, he's going to win Defensive Player of the Year award. He's going to get that award by default a lot of years. They're just going to hand him to him. Bronny wins Rookie of the Year. No. If he did that, that'd be a robbery. That'd be a robbery. Jason Tatum may be a real MVP candidate too. Salute to G Money on that pick. That's a good pick. That's not a bad pick. That's definitely a good pick. You know. Yeah, Rookie of the Year is wide open, but they ain't gonna give it to no guy that's a 55 draft pick that coming off the bench that barely get playing time. He ain't winning no Defensive Player of the Year award. He only gonna be on there for highlights. What he gonna average? 5 points a game? He just gonna be out there to look good with LeBron James. Pass the ball to LeBron, or LeBron pass it to him and he score a shot. People go crazy. Really? Taysom, all those people who bet on Bronny winning Rookie of the Year, they need to be drug tested. They need to literally be drug tested. Somebody call the cops because those people need to be drug tested. You think, if anybody thinks Bronny James is going to win Rookie of the Year, you need to be drug tested. You are literally off your rocker. And that's no hate, but you got to be really crazy to think that Bronny James is going to win Rookie of the Year. You got to be crazy to think that. He ain't even a starter. Think he's going to give to a guy that actually starting and helping his team win, that actually could score. You think they're going to give Rookie of the Year to some guy that averaged a triple single? He may average 3 points a game if he lucky. Yeah, that kid may average 3 points a game. Holy shit. Well, he only getting attention because his last name is James. But don't get it twisted. He ain't winning no Rookie of the Year award. People will come back to their senses. He said the chances of Bronny winning a Rookie of the Year is the chances of me licking a dog's butt. He is right, 1%. Negative 1%. He comes off the bench. Like, what are we talking about? Yeah, you are crazy. People are crazy if they think Bronny James is going to win a Rookie of the Year. What drugs have you been smoking? And that's not hate. That's just facts. He come off the bench. You got to average something to win Rookie of the Year, and it can't be this. You think you're going to win Rookie of the Year being averaging a donut? He barely a factor on the court. I don't even notice him playing sometimes. That's a good list. That's a good list, Z. Well, they're gonna lose a lot of money. Taysom, they're gonna lose a lot of. Yo, you should introduce me to that guy. I take his money for free. Let me get his money. I take it for free. Hold on for a sec. Y'all getting the iPhone 16? I'm working on that iPhone 16 real quick. I'm trying to get an iPhone 16. I think I'm gonna get it by November because they had it on back order. So I'm definitely gonna be there. But yeah, iPhone 16 Plus is what I'm going for. I got an offer that's just too good to refuse. I get 1 year service free. I don't have to pay a phone bill at all for 1 year. All I have to pay is for the device, and the device is only $900 on the down payment. It's being financed. I'm supposed to pass that up? Fuck no. Some offers you just don't pass up. And I'm a Samsung guy. You say you barely know anyone. Yeah, he is right though. This draft class did suck. Truth be told, draft class did suck. Yeah. But yeah, man. Yo. Yeah, phone bill prices suck. I'm glad that I get one free for a whole year. I don't have to pay a phone bill for a whole year. So I'm good. That's freedom right there. All the money that I'm putting into a phone bill, I'm saving, and it could be for something else. And that's good. Yo, G Money, what you thought about our Knicks tonight? Karl Anthony Towns was only 12 points. You know what I mean? Boston beat the brakes off us tonight. We weren't ready. The Garden was lit. Too much. You got an iPhone 16 with your T-Mobile? I would have had one now, but the guy said, "Oh, we don't have it in the store. You got to order it. You got to be on pre-order. It's on back order." So I get it. I get my iPhone in November, iPhone 16. Man, Jason Tatum bust our ass tonight. 3 words. I hate Karl Anthony Towns. Oh, clowns. Yo, G Money, he gonna have some nights where he disappeared, dude. Yeah. Don't get it twisted. It's an upgrade that he's on our team, but it's also a downgrade too because he don't perform. He don't perform every night. He disappears some nights. And tonight was one of those nights that he disappeared. Yeah, man. McBride had 22. That's not bad. That's not bad. He was 8 for 10. So McBride is going to help us a lot during out the regular season. Yeah. That is Carl Anthony Towns in a nutshell. He's gone. He's here 1 minute, gone the next. Here and again, gone the next. Very inconsistent. Yeah, he definitely be in running for 6 man of the year. It's going to be a good NBA season, y'all. It's going to be a good NBA season. You know, OG was trash. Yeah, he was. But yo, with that being said, y'all, we about to head up out of here. I want to give my shout outs before we head up out of here. Shout out to Zach. All right, holding it down in Florida. Shout out to G Money holding it down in New York. Shout out to Jason Tatum. I'm gonna call you Jason Tatum. Holding it down. I believe you're a Boston fan. You probably live in Boston. I'm presuming, right? Levine is going to be up for grabs. The Bulls won't be able to afford him with the new CBA. They're not going to pay him the money. So he's going to be on the move. Jimmy Butler's going to be on the move. Brandon Ingram is going to be on the move. Be on the lookout. It's going to happen. All right. Salute to all you guys. Peace. NBA season is back. NFL is here. Boxing is here. Baseball is here. Sports is fucking banging. Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul in November, my birthday month. It's going to be fucking popping. It's going to be on. Peace, y'all. Peace from the bridge. We out.